The orange terror stamp, it's tiny, it weighs next to nothing, it costs basically next to nothing. If it sounds really good, that would be too good to be true. So let's check it out and see if it is too good to be true. Hello and welcome to another video with me, Elmo J. Karjalainen, and it's good to have you along. You can call me this guy if my name is tricky to pronounce. We're in a new setting, this is the new studio, and basically enough about that. You will be seeing videos from the old studio still. I have tons of those waiting to be released, but I wanted to make this video because this is quite a new thing. Also, I filmed the first parts or the playing parts yesterday, but I had audio issues with the speech, so I'm redoing this part. And I don't know if the audio is going to work, so I'm filming with a microphone on the camera as well to be sure, but I don't know how that will sound. So we'll see. Kind of keep that in mind. Just wanted to let you know, so you're not confused.
Get on with it!
So the orange terror stamp, it's tiny, it weighs next to nothing, no more carrying around big old heavy valve amps. It's a hybrid amp, so it has a valve in the preamp section and it has a solid state power amp section. It's 20 watts. It costs roughly 190 euros here in Europe, which should be around $200 in the States, but I don't know what it goes for there, so you can let me know in the comments. It has input, a loop, cab simulated phones out, and speaker output. It has 4 knobs, gain, shape, volume 1 and 2, and a volume button. Now this is great because you can switch from one volume to the other. For instance, if you're doing a riff or playing rhythm and going into a solo, you can just press the button, voila, you have another volume, which is brilliant. What else is there really to say? Not a lot, I think. So I will get this hooked up yesterday and started playing. Okay, so here we go. I have the orange terror stamp set up on a note stand beside me, and I'm filming that with another camera, and I hope that works. What else do I have? I have a custom mahogany Strat with Seymour Duncan YGM Fury pickups. I'm going straight into, well, I have an Overdrive that I'm going to be using as well at some point. And the terror stamp goes into a Marshall cab with Celestian greenbacks. Nothing in the loop this time. So here's what the terror stamp sounds like with shape all the way down to the left. Gain roughly at 10 o'clock. Sounds quite nice. Let's see what the shape button does. So I'll play a bit, turn it halfway, and play a bit more, and turn it all the way the other way. Okay, not liking this setting, so I'll turn shape back the other way. Now, one of the features that I can't really demo here is that it has two volumes, so you can have a separate solo volume and a rhythm volume. I have a bit of compression going on, and that'll kind of negate anything, but it does work really nicely. So it has that volume button, and you push it and it changes the channel, kind of, or the volume setting. So you can have two separate volumes. That's really handy. Let's add a bit of gain. Just over halfway. And a tiny bit of noise. Okay, let's add a bit more gain. In fact, let's just max it out. Okay, so ooh, that was some horrible stuff with the shape button all the way up. But with the shape button or the knob turned all the way down, I quite like the sound of this amp. I tried it earlier just to give it a quick go to see how much volume it produces. Can you gig with it? And I'd say yes, unless you're in a very loud band. So it is giggable, depending on the gig. You're not going to do large stadiums with one of these, but most places it'll be fine, I think. It does get fairly loud for something that small. Actually, let's measure it. Okay, so I have a decibel meter on the floor in front of me. I'm not sure exactly which frequency it's measuring, or if it's measuring kind of the whole spectrum, but it goes up to 110 decibels, which is quite a lot for a small little thing like this. I'm not sure how reliable it is, but yeah, it is what it is. It is fairly loud. It's not crazy loud, so, but still, it is fairly loud. Okay, let's try one more thing, and that is with an overdrive pedal. I have the Fender Yngwie Malmsteen Overdrive. Here's the kind of clean signal. And the Fender makes a lot of noise, so you need a noise gate, and it sounds like this. I think it sounds good, considering the size and the price of it. Would I swap my Marshall, kind of use this instead? Not a chance! But then again, some places the Marshall isn't practical. Is there something else I would use instead? Probably. The Vox behind me, I don't know if you can see it. The AC10, I'd probably use that over this. I'd probably use a Roland Cube instead of this. But they're more expensive. This is very budget friendly, very friendly to your back, and you just stick it on your pedal board. It could be a great thing kind of to have if you go to band rehearsal somewhere where there's a cab. You just hook it up to the cab and that's it. Yeah, it's not a huge investment. I can definitely see myself using this in certain scenarios. So, it's not the best thing since sliced bread, but then few things are. This thing, yeah, gets a thumbs up from me. If you want to watch more of my amp reviews, there's a playlist here somewhere. Other than that, I hope you enjoyed the video. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already. Support me on Patreon. I buy the gear that I review so you get an honest review. Hope to see you in another one. Take care. Goodbye!